Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a great start. In today's video, I'm going to share a little bit of a collective candle haul. These are all things that I have purchased over the last several weeks. I also have one box of candles that was sent to me as PR or for consideration, if you will. Those candles are from Boatscandleco, which is based out of Southern California. So I will go ahead and save the candles that were sent to me for free for the end of the video, but everything up until then I have purchased with my own money. I'll go ahead and link where I purchased everything in the description box right below. If you'd like to check any of these items out, the description box is usually a plethora of information, so feel free to check that out. Also, if you are new here, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. All right, you guys, let's dive into it. Let's get started with, let's talk about the candles that I purchased from Kringle. So Country Candle had a summer release a few weeks ago, and I decided to purchase 3 candles from this particular collection. I know that Country Candle has been struggling with the wicks as of late, and this particular release was supposed to have some new wicks, and so that was one of the reasons why I was interested in trying these out, just to see what the changes were. So I decided to go ahead and pick up Juicy Peach, which is this cutie pie right here. First of all, this color of peach, I love it. So pretty. I gotta tell you guys, all of these smell fantastic on cold sniff, but I think my favorite out of the 3 is definitely this Juicy Peach. This is so sweet. I think this one is kind of an interesting mix of a very true to life, ripe, fresh, juicy summer peach and a more like candied type peach scent. So think like peach rings, something like that. I really think this one on cold sniff is coming across as a combination of the real thing and then kind of the candied version of the real thing, if that makes sense. Smells incredible. I love it. I'm dying to light this one up, so I'll be doing that a little bit later on this afternoon. I am really excited to review these for you guys and let you know what the wicks are doing. I know that, like I said, Country Candle has had some issues with their wicks, and I really hope they can get this figured out. If they cannot, I think I would personally like to just see all of the Country Candle fragrances move into the regular Kringle jars. Do I have one behind me? Yeah. Like that's a reserve jar back there, but you know, like just the regular Kringle jars. Maybe do away with the colored wax. I think the struggle for Kringle has been finding the happy medium of, you know, the colored soy wax with the wicks. I do think that anytime you are dealing with colorants in wax, it is potentially going to change the formulation, and that can, you know, change the types of wicks that you might have to use. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to give Country Candle a chance because I was really happy to see them move on from the paraffin formulation. I just don't really like paraffin wax myself. I know a lot of you out there still really love it, and fortunately there are still a lot of companies that are making paraffin wax, but for me, I find it to be just such a messier burn, and I'm one of those people where I can smell like the paraffin base of the wax, and I know that there are some of you out there who can smell the like soy base of the wax when you are burning a soy-based candle. Everybody's nose is slightly different, and we kind of all gravitate towards different things. So yeah, luckily there are still a lot of paraffin candle companies out there, but for me, I was really personally happy to see the changeover because it makes me more likely to shop from the Country Candle line, even with the wick issues that they're trying to figure out. So anyway, Juicy Peach, big fan. Let's talk about the other 2. So this is the Blueberry Milkshake. Now, the fragrance notes made me think that this would be more of like a blueberry pie type fragrance, which is why I went for it. And on cold, honestly, it just smells like really delicious blueberry pie filling. I wouldn't say it's the most like authentic in terms of like just real ripe summer blueberries. There is a little bit of like it's not artificial. Again, it's coming across as like a candied blueberry, if you will. Now, I do think that this reminds me a little bit of the blueberry pie from Bath and Body Works, and I really loved blueberry pie. That one had a rough burn. Like, I remember that one burning really intensely hot, and so it would just get really messy and sooty towards the halfway point. But I love the scent, and this really reminds me of that blueberry pie candle. Which, by the way, is that coming back at Bath & Body Works this year? I'm wondering if it does come back, if they are like reformulating it in any kind of way. If you know any insights, definitely let me know. And then the last one was, I feel like this was kind of an easy pick because it just sounded like a lot of delicious fruity goodness. There is a fly flying around here right now and it's driving me crazy. I have both pugs here with me. I'm sure you can hear them snoring in the background. Now, both of them are trained killers when it comes to houseflies. I don't know what it is with my two pugs, but like they absolutely hate flies, but they're taking their naps right now, and so they are not on duty, and this thing is driving me nuts. I'm sure you'll see it pass in front of the camera, but anyway, let's discuss this delicious summer cooler. Yeah, this just smells really, really fruity and sweet. I feel like there's quite a bit of citrus in this one. The notes are berries, orange, zest, and sugar. I think this is definitely heavier on the citrus notes. And there's also a little bit of like a touch of like almost like a blue raspberry type note in here for me. I like it. I like this one a lot. It's very refreshing. It's very sweet. Yes, very sweet. I would actually say that this is the sweetest out of the three. So if you don't like very sweet fragrances, I'd stay away from this one. But if you like that healthy dose of sugar in your candles, the summer cooler is definitely going to give you that. So check that out if you are interested. I believe all the candles from that collection are still available, so you should be able to pick those up if you're interested. You can use my discount code Melanie15 to save 15% off at Kringle Candle. Do know that that is an affiliate discount code, so obviously don't use that if you're not comfortable with it. All right, guys, sorry about that little interruption there. I had to take a phone call. Next, let's move into the Voluspa portion of this haul. I decided to go ahead and place a slightly more substantial order with Voluspa finally. I have tried a few one-off candles here from Voluspa over the last, I would say, couple of years. I started with their beautiful one-wick glass jars, which if you've never seen them, they're so beautiful. One thing that I really appreciate about Voluspa is that they really do provide beautiful packaging for their products. And as someone who does decorate around the house with their candles, I do appreciate attention to detail when it comes to the presentation. And they have stunning jars, you guys. Now, they have several different formats available. And this past holiday season, I think it was actually like my biggest push when I finally picked up the Noble Fir Garland in both their 3-wick, which I believe they call their luxe size, and their 5-wick, which is their hearth size. So the hearth size, they are so heavy, they are massive. It'll probably take you a very long time to get through one of these hearth candles. So in terms of picking a fragrance that you like, you really want to make sure that you like the scent, because you're going to have this candle for a little while. So the Noble Fir Garland, I loved it so much in the 3-wick that I immediately purchased the hearth size. And it will definitely take me several holiday seasons to get through that, but that's fine. It does come with a beautiful glass lid as well, so the candle is protected during the off months when I'm not burning it. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and purchase their 3-wick tins to try out some fragrances that I'm super interested in. But I just wanted more in terms of strength and throw, and I was chatting with a few people over on Instagram who really love Voluspa, and they said that the 3-wicks were really the best way to kind of test the fragrances if you're interested in either their luxe or their hearth sizes. So that's what I went with. I picked up 6 of the 3-wick tins, just to compare them in terms of like scale and size. We're pretty much all familiar with this style of jar at this point. So this is a 3-wick tin that is supposed to burn for, I believe these are somewhere between 40 and 50 hours. I don't remember the exact time frame. They're $28 each. So not cheap, but also not horrifically expensive, I feel like. But I figured this would be the very best way for me to test out which of these I would be interested in terms of, you know, either purchasing another luxe or another of their hearth sizes. So, like I said, I picked out 6. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the one that I almost added as my 7th 3-wick tin, but then I saw that they were going to pop the little mini into my box as a free gift. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just smell the mini first, and then if I love it, obviously, you know, I can purchase the 3-wick tin or larger. This size right here, I believe, is the size that it might even be a little bit bigger. Don't quote me, but there is a sample pack that you can create on the Voluspa website where I believe you can pick 6 different fragrances for around like 36 bucks or something like that. And that will give you an opportunity to try a bunch of fragrances for, you know, a decent price point. And that way, if you are not familiar with the scents, you can familiarize a little bit and then decide, you know, hey, do I want to spend, you know, $75 on a 3-wick, or do I want to spend $225 on one of their hearth? All right, so this is their new scent, and I almost added it to my cart, like I said, but the teakwood note kind of scared me off. Turns out, I think this is one of my favorites out of the bunch. I should have just bought the 3-wick tin. Oh, you guys, this is so summery, so beachy, so coconutty. This has a beautiful kind of aquatic, sea salty, beachy, coconut air type of vibe to it. This is lovely. I think so many of you would also love this one. If you like a lot of the like beachy coconut fragrances from Bath and Body Works, if you like Sea Breeze from Kringle, yeah, you're gonna love this. So anyway, this is delightful, but I'm glad I received the little tin. I'm appreciative of it, but I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not just popping the 3-wick tin into the cart, because I'm gonna so enjoy this scent. So who knows, maybe this is maybe it's the little sample that I'll ultimately buy like the larger size of, but I was really blown away by that fragrance. If the teakwood note scares you off, I would say it's still worth trying out. So if you're interested, check it out. All right, let's talk about these other 3-wick tins here that I picked up. So there's 6 of these. Also, they sent me, this is also a little sample that they threw in. This is the Voluspa California Summers. So this is actually a body spray. So let's do, man, even the body spray. Maybe I'll need that too. Dang it, Voluspa. All right. Let's go in. This is Italian Bellini. I do love me a Bellini in the summertime. If you're not familiar, a Bellini is, it's just a little cocktail, Italian cocktail, if you will. So you basically just take Prosecco, which is Italian sparkling wine, and you puree peaches, just peaches. And then you put a little bit of peach in the bottom of your champagne flute, and then you top it with Prosecco. It is so yummy. Highly recommend. If you've never had a Bellini, you need to try one. So this one I'm expecting to be a little bit of like a effervescent, champagne-y, bubbly peach scent. They do actually write the fragrance notes on the outside of the tin here. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these to you. So sweet vanilla and sandalwood, okay, sorry. Let's start over because it starts up here and works its way around. A sparkling cocktail of white peaches, fresh cassis berries, delicate rose water, sweet vanilla, and sandalwood. So let's take a look. they're just so pretty. I love these tins. I think these are adorable, and these would be really great to like reuse around the house to just, you know, as like catch-alls for, I don't know, safety pins. Put an empty one of these in your laundry room, and as you fish change out of your washer or dryer, pop it in here. I actually do that with some of my old Homeworks vessels as well that are really beautiful. But you guys, this is good. This has such a beautiful effervescent note. I think this has the most effervescent, like Prosecco champagne-y type note that I think I've ever smelled in a fragrance. The accuracy is astounding. It really translates, and it translates to the fragrance. I haven't even lit it up. I hope that it sticks around. It's so refreshing. I love the peach note. Very fresh, very vibrant. You can smell the cassis in here. I love cassis. Oh, it's so good. Like, this one smells like $1 million. And if you are either a fan of Bellinis or you just like peach scents in general, this is a peach worth checking out, at least based on my initial first sniffs here. Obviously, I will be reviewing all of these individually. So we've got a bunch of new candle reviews coming. Okay, the next one that I picked up was the coconut papaya, which just sounded heavenly. Now this tin is obviously a different shape. Very, very pretty though. So the notes here are fresh coconut, mango blossom, and papaya. I was really intrigued by this one. So good. I feel like the focus here is more on the papaya and the mango, but you do get some creamy coconut in the background as well. I'm hoping that maybe a touch more of that coconut comes through once it's lit, but as it stands on cold sniff, already smells like $1 million. So really excited about that one. I think I'm gonna have a really hard time not wanting all of these in the luxe sizes. So, all right, here we have Laguna. This one really intrigued me because of the plumeria note. I just reviewed Citrus Plumeria from Homeworks not long ago, and I love plumeria, and whatever happened with that fragrance it's a mess. It does not smell right to my nose at all. It's one of those few candles from Homeworks where it was just a massive miss for me fragrance wise. The overall like burn performance was fine, but the scent itself, I just could not get behind it. This is what I was looking for in a plumeria candle. Ooh, this is good. Okay, so fragrant waves of sea salt, marine accord, coconut, plumeria, orange blossom, and orange blossom, beach rose, and geranium. This one's really hard for me to read. Anyway, so good. This is such a beautiful plumeria, you guys. It's that intense, sweet, almost pungent tropical floral. I love the marine accord in here. It smells so beachy. This smells like Hawaii to my nose. Like, I know it says Laguna, but if you had, I don't know, if you called this Honolulu, like this smells like the time that I spent in Hawaii a couple years ago. Has it really been that long? I think it was December of 2022 that we went. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that we're like already halfway through this year. Wild. Anyway, so good. If you love plumeria, you got to check this one out. I'm very curious to see what this one does when it's lit. Really enjoy this one on cold sniff as well. So we'll see. This is the one that I actually originally was just going to purchase in their like 3-wick luxe size, but I was like, what? You gotta test them out first. So anyway, the 3-wick tin I think will give me a pretty good idea of what I will experience with the larger one. This came highly recommended by several of you, so thank you for the recommendation. I always love hearing what you guys think about these scents as well. This is their Goji Tarocco Orange. Now this one, am I seeing the fragrance notes here? They're not on here, but this is their 25th anniversary packaging on this one, so I think that's why they didn't include the usual fragrance notes. But let's just talk about what I smell. This has a very deep almost, I would say, like blood orange type orange note. It's nice. This is straight citrus, I feel like, but very, it's definitely blood orange. I don't think this is regular orange. I don't smell lemon in here. I don't smell lime. I don't smell grapefruit. I think it's mostly a straight up blood orange, at least on Cold Sniff. But I'm so glad that you guys, and I can see a little bit of that goji as well. That goji, I think, adds just a little bit of like tang in a way, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm really glad that you guys recommended this one, and the packaging, I just could not pass up this version of it. Look how pretty and vibrant those, are those poppies? I think they're supposed to be poppies. Just gorgeous. Poppies and maybe sunflowers? I don't know. It's kind of an like artistic take on florals, but there's that one. I've got a couple more here. This one also came highly recommended by a few of you. I love lychee. And so several of you sent me messages over on Instagram and said you have to try the Panjor lychee. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The fragrance notes are not listed on the front of this one either. So we're just gonna go based off of what I'm smelling here. Definite lychee. But you know what? It's not the sweetest lychee that I've ever smelled. Admittedly, I expected to kind of instantly fall in love with this one. It's not that I don't like it. I do actually really like it, but I don't love it. I expected to just immediately stick my nose in this because it said lychee and to just like fall in love. But there is something a little interesting in this one that, man, they are currently snoring in unison. I'm really sorry, you guys, but enjoy the free pug ASMR. There's something in addition to the lychee here that I feel like is taking away a little bit of the natural sweetness of the lychee. Now, this one is one where I'm really going to like refrain making any like judgments until I burn it, because I have a feeling this is one where it could maybe transform once it's lit, but I do like it. I definitely am appreciative of the recommendation, and I was curious about it just because of the lychee. Whoa, that lid popped off there. But yeah, definitely a beautiful, go back on there. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Beautiful packaging on this one. I like the really light kind of almost blushy lavender look to this tin. Isn't that pretty? Almost like iridescent in a way. Love that. And then our last one. I do love watermelon, and I've been very curious about this scent. This is their Kalahari watermelon. Again, no notes here, so let's see what we smell. Ooh, okay. This is not straight up just like watermelon. I smell some rind. I smell some green in this one, and it's definitely green from the rind of the watermelon. And maybe even, is there some cantaloupe in here? I feel like there's some cantaloupe as well. Maybe even a touch of honeydew. It's a different take on watermelon that I actually really kind of enjoy. Oh, I'm excited. I think this might be the first one that I light up. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be the first one. Sorry, Laguna. I thought it was gonna be Laguna. I think it's gonna be this one, you guys. If you don't like a lot of watermelon scents because they come across as like insanely sweet, this might be a watermelon that you actually enjoy. Don't get me wrong, there's sweetness here, but it's not overly cloying in any type of way. And I think the addition of like the watermelon rind really makes the difference in this one. This smells delightful. This is so good. So anyway, really excited about all of these fragrances from Voluspa. You'll be seeing in-depth reviews of all of those, and obviously as soon as I decide what I want a full size of, we'll purchase a mega size again. All right, speaking of mega sizes, you guys, I did it. I finally purchased my beloved Sniff Creme Couture, which if you have not seen my in-depth fragrance review of the perfume, listen, if you want to smell like the most delicious snack there ever was, you must try the Sniff Creme Couture. Now it's on their secret menu. You're not going to be able to go to the Sniff website and, you know, scroll down on a tab or something and find this. You actually have to search for it on the website. I'll link it down below. They have a perfume and they have, let me just lift this bad boy up here. They have a 1-wick candle and then they have this beauty, their 4-wick candle. Listen, I knew that I loved the perfume, so I just went for the 4-wick candle, and so far, just without having lit it up, best decision of my life. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, it does come with a lid, so you do get a lovely lid. Here she is in all of her glory. Basically, it just says Creme Couture across, you know, the front of the jar here. I do wish that maybe they had gone with like an image, or maybe just left it plain instead of, you know, writing Creme Couture, but it does mirror the packaging of the eau de toilette, so, you know, it's nice to keep it consistent. You guys, do you want to smell like the most delicious snack ever? If so, you have to get the perfume, and if you want your house to smell like the most delicious snack ever, you got to get this. This is like Kringle's jelly donut, but on steroids. I'm telling you, this is so potent, so delicious, so just edible smelling. I think this is one of like the ultimate gourmands of all time. This is quite spendy. I think it's 120 for the 4-wick size, so not cheap, but listen, worth every penny. I know that I haven't even lit it up yet, but as of right now, like, I already have that opinion because it smells so strong on cold sniff. I will be lighting this one up next week. I am so looking forward to having this available as a summer burn, and you know that I will compare it to to my beloved Kringle jelly donut. So if you want a something similar to jelly donut, but you just can't get your hands on it because it's constantly selling out, this is readily available. So this, you don't have to buy the big 4-wick like I did. The 1-wick I think is just under $50. So I don't know about the potency of that one, but this mega size here, quite potent. Also, I really did enjoy the packaging of this. Comes in a beautiful white box, so this would be a lovely, lovely gift for someone. I just think this is stunning. So there's that. And then for the last, okay, sorry, we had another little interruption there. Listen, I have a kid and she's on summer break and she is constantly in and out of the front door right now. So over the next 3 months, we're gonna deal with a few of these interruptions here. So anyway, if you have kids, you know what I mean. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and go through the candles that were sent to me for consideration by Boatscandleco. Before we do, however, I just want to kind of let you guys know how I handle requests like this from companies. I do, because of my channel here, because of my Instagram, I receive a lot of emails, I receive a lot of DMs from different wax companies, from different candle companies. A lot of them, you know, independent companies that want to send me their products to share here on my channel. I don't really share this candle stuff a whole lot over on my Instagram. I will sometimes in the stories if there's like a good sale or something, but for the most part, like, my Instagram is dedicated to my dogs because I think they're cute and I love to foist them upon all of you. But yeah, like, there's so many requests on a weekly basis and I cannot possibly accept every single one. It would be really hard for me to do that because of just the amount of stuff that would show up at my house. And I have talked for a long time now about how I need to be careful about especially my home fragrance collection and the clutter that that can create, and how I am trying to whittle everything down in my collection to fit into one closet. I'm making really great progress on that, and if I were to accept every single invitation to send me something, I would ruin that goal of mine in a matter of probably like a few weeks. So while I'm always appreciative that companies reach out, I cannot possibly respond to every single one. Now, I do usually kind of go through and look and see what their products are, and, you know, if their values align with mine, and, you know, if I even like the fragrances they have available. And every once in a while, I do connect with a company where I'm like, you know what, I think this would be worth trying. I think this would be worth sharing. And that's how I felt about Boatscandleco. So the owner, Marina, reached out to me. Her nickname is actually Boats. She used to be in the military. I have not asked, but I would wager that she was potentially in the Navy. Anyway, she's based out of Southern California. And I really like the fact that she offers a recycling program. I love the fact that she will refill jars. Now, this is obviously mostly if you are local to her, but if you are not, her jars are their whiskey glasses. So you can reuse these. In fact, I am planning on keeping these because my husband does enjoy drinking whiskey. You know, he doesn't do it too terribly often, but yeah, like we don't actually have a lot of whiskey glasses. And so I thought this is great. I could definitely use some whiskey glasses. Also, she uses wood wicks, which I have not had a whole lot of experience with. So that kind of intrigued me. I liked the description of a lot of her different fragrances, but I think for me, it was more so her, her motto of reuse, repurpose, recycle. I'm just gonna read you a little bit from this letter that she sent to me. So the motto of my company is reuse, repurpose, recycle. I offer a refill and recycling program. I opted to use whiskey glass because they can be reused in the home or recycled with her if you are local to her. The wood wick is sustainably sourced, and for each package that she purchases of these, you know, wood wicks that she uses, they actually plant a tree on her behalf. I love that. Listen, I'm an Oregonian, and like probably the epitome of an Oregonian. I love our beautiful nature here. I'm big on recycling. I'm big on reusing things. So this just really kind of spoke to me personally. And another thing that I really enjoyed is that, so these dust covers that she uses, she stopped using lids on her candles. So if you are not planning on burning through these, you know, within a few months of receiving them, I would say maybe wait until you're ready to burn to place your order, because there are no lids. There are just these dust covers. Now the candles are all delivered to you in a nice white simple box here. But these covers here, so this actually, you can throw this out into a field. There are wildflower seeds embedded in the paper. So I'm sure you've seen stuff like this before. Maybe you can see the seeds. Yeah, you can see some of the seeds in there. So we actually have a gully that is HOA property right outside of our front door here. And I've always dreamed about just spreading wildflower seed into the gully, because right now it's mostly a lot of weeds. Now the HOA does pay for a maintenance crew to come through and whack those down every few months. But I feel like if I just went out there and just planted a bunch of wildflowers, that, you know, those might choke out the weeds a little bit. So I'm totally gonna toss all of these from the tops of these into my gully to see if they take, and if we can get some really pretty wildflowers down there. We actually have several gullies around our property here, so I just thought that this was a really neat touch. So anyway, that's a little bit about why I went ahead and accepted these candles for consideration to share them with you guys. So another thing that I liked about her is that she does give back to charities as well. So she gives to domestic violence shelters, as well as organizations that deal with mental health issues, as well as foster children. So as a former social worker, all of those things just really spoke to me. So I just really like what she's doing with her company, and I think she's worth checking out, you guys. So if you're interested, I'll put the information down below. She did also offer me a discount code that I could pass along to you, so that information will be down in the description box as well. You can use that to save 10% off of your purchase. So all right, you guys, let's get into it. I have the fragrance notes here, and we're going to quickly go through these. I will be doing in-depth reviews of all of these, so just be patient with me. They are coming. Okay, first of all, she uses a soy, coconut, and beeswax blend, and these are the whiskey glasses here. Really nice, heavy glass. Love the clear base. Love the labels, nice and simple. And then obviously the wood wicks. Ooh, and this one is delightful. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Ocean Waters. Ocean Waters is citrus, jasmine, sandalwood, iris, and musk. Beautiful scent. I think out of all of the ones that she sent here, this one I think I'm actually enjoying the most. There's a couple that I really like, and this one is definitely one of them. Fruity, citrusy, and beautiful floral. I mean, that jasmine, whatever jasmine oil she's using here, like that's a great jasmine. She should do more with that because that's beautiful. This is good. This is really, really good. I'm excited to burn that one. I think I might actually burn that one this weekend. All right, next we have Beachside, this beauty right here. So Beachside is creamy coconut, champagne, black currant, guava, and melon. First impression, I'm not really getting much creamy coconut, but I do get the guava. I do get the melon note. The melon note smells more of maybe along the lines of like, it's pretty sweet. I think it smells like a honeydew to my nose. No. Sorry, cantaloupe. I think it's cantaloupe. Not honeydew. Yeah, cantaloupe. I like this. Now, the black currant is, I think that was a good choice for this. I feel like a lot of like companies go with like the red currant, but I don't know. I have some negative like memories associated with red currant fragrances. So I really like that there's black currant in here, and it's really nicely done, you guys. This one is delightful. And I'm a big fan of the guava and the melon note in this one for sure. Next we have Malibu. Malibu is, this screams like pina colada vibes to me. But I really actually, I'm enjoying the pineapple that's in here. I'm hoping that it doesn't turn into more of like that traditional pineapple when I light this up. But it's definitely pink pineapple on cold sniff. So the notes are coconut water, pink pineapple, apricot, and prickly pear. This is mostly coconut water and pink pineapple. I don't pick up that apricot. I don't pick up the prickly pear. But the coconut water and the pineapple together, I think, make a great combination in this one. And it is really nice. So super excited to burn that. Here we have Starlight Dreams. Ooh, okay. This, my tea girlies out there, you're gonna wanna like check this one out. So this is fig, green, and white tea. I feel like it's mostly white tea. It's so refreshing, and this is such a beautiful scent. Ginger, orange, and lemon. I feel like I have smelled this before somewhere else, but I can't place it. But I like this one a lot. I think this one, I'm gonna put this one as my second favorite so far because of that white tea note. This is delightful. Okay. Sorry, I thought I took all of these little things off of these. I'm making myself a little pile so I can toss them out into the gully here. All right, so here we have Himalayan Peach. I love me some peach, so let's see what we have here. Mint, lemon, peach, and white musk. We all know how I feel about mint. I am happy to report that on Cold Sniff, I actually don't get much mint from this one. Sorry, I'm watching, my battery is dying. Of course it is. Oh, man, that's good. I like this peach a lot. But yeah, I'm trying to find the mint in here. I'm just not finding it on Cold Sniff. It might come out burning. I'm hoping that it's not like super prominent because I don't really love mint, but I do like what I'm smelling on Cold Sniff. A nice, light, refreshing peach. I think that'll be yummy. All right. Oh gosh, I thought I unboxed all of these. Of course I didn't. Sorry. Oh, there's that fly. What a jerk. And my dog is still sleeping on the... You have one job, man. Wake up. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this one doesn't have a label. What box did I just take this out of? Romance novel? I think this was romance novel. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, this smells like a bedroom scent. Pink pepper, starfruit, Black rose, patchouli, tonka bean. Yeah, this, ooh, girl, this is a good patchouli. Although I wish it had the label. Ooh, okay, this is a great patchouli, you guys. I love the tonka. I'm smelling the tonka. It doesn't smell peppery to me. I don't smell starfruit, but I do get that black rose. It's like a really beautiful, like, black Baccarat rose. Okay, this is good. This is like a stunning bedroom scent. Actually, maybe it's kind of nice without the label. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm sure you could peel these labels off if you didn't care for them, but I don't know. I think her labels are pretty. I do really like them. They're nice and simple. But yeah, this one, man, I really like that. That's good. All right, romance novel. We have another winner, and then we have the Enchanted Nights. So this is the last one here. Take that off of there. All right, Enchanted Nights. Let's give you the old snifferoo here. Ooh. Lychee, grapefruit, pear, and vetiver. This is so interesting. I don't distinctly smell any of these notes except for the vetiver. Usually pear is so distinct to my nose. I'm not even smelling pear. This smells really good. This smells amazing, but it's so interesting to me, especially since I love lychee. I mean, we were just talking about lychee from Voluspa here. But I'm not smelling it. This smells so fruity, but also kind of like powdery in a way, if that makes sense. But vetiver is really the only note that I am able to detect. This is so interesting. Ooh. Whatever's going on here, I like it a lot. Now, I believe that she does make larger wicks. Did I already talk about this? I can't remember if I did. These are obviously 1 wicks. She does offer a larger format as well, so definitely worth checking out the website for that. And then she also sent me one of her wax melts as well, so just one of these traditional clamshells here. Oh, the battery's about to die. This Three Sisters. This is peonies, freesia, and vanilla musk. Beautiful. Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, listen, it's gonna cut me off here any second now. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna list and link everything in the description box down below. Check it out. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if you have any more suggestions from Voluspa for me to try. But yeah, and a big thank you to Boatscandleco for sending these out and allowing me to share them with you. I'm really excited to do some in-depth reviews, and there are several of these that are, I'm really liking what she's doing here. These smell great, but they are only 1 wicks, right? Like, we have to keep in mind the size here. This is probably not gonna be a house filler, so, you know, room specific candles with this, but again, I believe she offers a larger format as well. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and thanks for putting up with all the interruptions. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.